Kyoto is a beautiful city that once was the capital of Japan. The city has been doing their best to keep the Kyoto feeling for a very long time, and it clearly works. For example, most areas have a building height limit, and rooftop and blinking advertising is totally banned in Kyoto. Kyoto is a city like no other, which is why this should be on the top of your list when visiting Japan. I collected 13 of the best things to do in Kyoto that I loved doing while living there for 3 years. Kyoto is very famous for its traditional Buddhist temples. There are so many temples in Kyoto that whenever you look on the map, you'll see a big handful of them. So when you visit, it will be next to impossible to actually visit all of them, as there are more than 1,600 temples in Kyoto. Just like cherry blossom viewing, be careful for spending most of your times in the most famous ones, as other less famous temples can feel 10 times more genuine. Kawaramachi is Kyoto's downtown, which means that there are tons of shopping streets. In there you can find a large amount of souvenir shops, traditional snacks and more. Walking around at night in the alleys is also a really big recommendation. In one of the side streets when going into the roofed shopping street in Kawaramachi is Nishiki Market. In there you can find lots of food to eat from hand, including a baby octopus with an egg stuffed inside the head, which is surprisingly tasty. In Nishiki Market, they also have a huge variation of tsukemono. Tsukemono are Japanese pickles and are made with vegetables like radish, cucumber, cabbage and many more. You are also usually allowed to taste them inside the shop. Kamogawa is a beautiful river that you will stumble upon when walking a little east from Kawaramachi. Instead of going over the bridge, take the steps down and you will see a lot of people chilling on the side of the river. Especially in the evening. Usually there will also be an artist playing something fitting the atmosphere. Gion is an area that's also very close to Kawaramachi. You just cross the bridge and from there on you can explore the streets from the left and the right of you. Gion is the place where you can find a geisha, but only if you're lucky or do some research about their schedules and have a lot of patience. It is also definitely worth it to explore it at night. Kyoto Station will most likely be the very first place you'll find yourself in, as it is where the Shinkansen stops. The Kyoto Station's modern architecture will leave you in awe as you look around at all the details. Over Kyoto Station, there is also the Kyoto Tower, which you can have a drink with very good atmosphere, but expect to pay a little more than normal. For the best city view of Kyoto, you'll have to climb Daimonjiyama. It is quite a walk, but even older people can do this small hike, and the view that you will get at the end is definitely worth it. If you decide to hike up Daimonjiyama for the city view of Kyoto, it is definitely recommended to take the path that crosses the big torii next to the Heian Shrine. The closer you get to the gate, the bigger it gets, but it's quite impressive. Mount Kuruma is another huge recommendation if you like doing a mountain hike. Kuruma is not in Kyoto city itself, which will give you a nice break from the crowds. Kuruma is a beautiful place and the hiking trail is a very pleasant stroll with much to see on the way getting to the top. When back down, I recommend eating lunch at one of the comfortable outside restaurants. Kiyamachi is a street that runs parallel with the roofed shopping street of Kawaramachi. Kiyamachi begs for bar hopping as there are a lot of impressive bars that you won't see anywhere else. I do recommend not looking at TripAdvisor for finding a good bar. Walk around and go random. Fushimi Inari is one of the most famous shrines in Kyoto. It is mainly recognized by the thousands of torii that are placed on the hike path. It is a very crowded place, but as you hike up, things will be a lot less hectic. The foxes that you will see around Fushimi Inari are seen as the messengers of the god of the grain foods. Arashiyama is famous for its bamboo grove, which is quite a sight. But there is a lot more to do in Arashiyama. You can jump on a boat, which will be personally rowed for you, and they even have a monkey park where monkeys run free. The Manga Museum is like a library of manga. They have a huge amount of manga available in several languages. And every once in a while they will feature a specific series where they will place a statue and other enjoyable items. And there are even computers placed where you can create your very own manga. That includes our list of the 13 best things to do in Kyoto. For those 13 things, you'll at least need a week in Kyoto, so I do not recommend staying for just a day or two, as you won't get the real Kyoto feeling. If you have any additional questions, then feel free to place them in the comments below. Like and subscribe if you enjoyed our video, and check out our Facebook page for additional tips.